All right. So, no, something. All right. In this game, here are the potential, or no, here are the village roles that are in this game. You're going to have a tough guy. Now, I know the tough guy has been altered and changed in so many different ways, but the way the tough guy is supposed to be played is the way I'm going to play it, which is if you get targeted by the werewolves at night, you won't die that night. You'll die the following night. They don't have to attack you again. You don't have two lives. If you were targeted that night, you will die the next night. You will not be told either. So that information is not going to be given to you. Okay. We're going to have the Lazy Seer, which is just like a normal seer. You're going to write a name, and then I will not give you information that night. I will give you information on that person from the following night. So the following, for example, if Jugin's a Lazy Seer, he picks Jesse. I won't give him any information. The next night when Jugin wakes up, I'm going to give him a thumbs up if Jesse is a werewolf. Thumbs down, Jesse's not a werewolf. And I'm going to go over some of the other roles in this. I'm going to give him the information on Jesse the night that he checked him, not what Jesse is currently at that next day. So if Jesse somehow changes roles, I'm giving Jugin the information on the night that he actually checked him. Okay, so if he checks him night one and something happens during the day that changes him the next day, he's whatever he was the first day he got checked. All right. Bodyguard, just a regular bodyguard. You can protect anyone, including yourself. You just cannot protect the same person back-to-back nights. There is going to be a unknown number. No, sorry. There is going to be one cursed player. They do not know their role. But if the cursed player gets targeted, they become not only a wolf, but a rabid wolf. And I'll go over rabid wolf when I get to the wolf roles. This is the only mystery role in the game, and it's going to be one of these three. So this person will either be a hunter, which if they're killed at any point in the game, they immediately get to kill somebody else. They could be the apprentice Lazy Seer, which all that means is if at any point in the game the Lazy Seer dies, I will message the apprentice Lazy Seer and say, hey, you are now the actual Lazy Seer. Or they could be diseased. And disease works as if the werewolves target you at night and you die, the werewolves do not get a kill the next night. If you die through village vote, that does nothing. It's only if the werewolves kill you at night. And the werewolves have to successfully kill you in order for that to go off. So if like Bodyguard protects against it, nothing, that doesn't stop the werewolves from killing the next night. So one person is going to be one of those three roles. You don't know which three is in. There's going to be an unknown number of lichens in the game. Lichens are if the Lazy Seer chooses you, I will give them a thumbs up saying you're a wolf, even though you are not. There's going to be a wild child. Wild child at the very beginning of the game is going to choose a role model. If that role model dies at any point in the game, the wild child becomes a werewolf. So it is your responsibility. If you pick somebody and that person dies at any point in the game, you will become a werewolf at that moment. So I won't be messaging you, hey, you need to make up the werewolves. There is going to be a martyr in the game. Martyr is going to be a role that wakes up at the night, and I will hold up a name of a person who's going to die. You can decide if you want to die for them. All right. I will not hold up a name if, let's say, the bodyguard protected that person. I just will say nobody was going to die tonight. It could have been a cursed turn. It could have been the bodyguard protected. You won't get a name that night. And then finally, the last village role is our Dr. Jekyll Mr Hyde. So you wake up each night as Dr. Jekyll, which Dr. Jekyll, if you choose to be him, you get to write a name down. That's you researching on that person. The second time you write down that person's name, I will give you the exact role of that person. Okay, but you have to write down that person's name 2 nights. It doesn't have to be in a row. Just at any point in the game, you give me that name 2 times during the night phase, I'll give you the exact role. Or when you wake up, if you choose you don't want to be Dr. Jekyll, you could be Mr. Hyde. I'm giving you 2 potions in this game. So typically I do 3, but you only have 2 potions. So if you decide you want to drink a potion, you will become Mr. Hyde. And what that means is if the werewolves target you at night, you will not die. But during the day, at any point, you must have a successful nomination go through. And what that means is you have to nominate and it needs to be seconded. Otherwise, if you do not get a successful nomination, you will immediately die that following night. All right, so you get 2 potions. Any questions on any of the village roles, Kathy?
So with the wild child, if they die by the werewolves too, or is it only during the day?
Wild child's target dies, you become a werewolf. So let's say you're the wild child, you choose Graham. If Graham dies at any point in the game, you become a werewolf.
Night and day.
That very next night.
Okay.
Or that day. Like if you wake up and I say Graham's dead, you are a werewolf at that moment.
Okay.
With the Dr. Jekyll Mr. Hyde, if you use the second potion, do you become a wolf or do you potions just run out? Nope.
You just have 2 potions. Okay. Jesse? Okay. There are 2 other roles I'm going to say, but these people will not know they are them. I'm playing with the village bum, so you're not going to know this. You're just going to see regular villager, but the village bum is, if you guys vote out this person, the day will continue. So, and then the other one is village scorned. Again, you won't know this, but if you get killed, I will announce to everybody you just killed the village scorned. The next 2 day kills, I will not announce what team that person is on. So the village bum and the village scorned will be the only roles that get, other than werewolf or villager, I will tell you they died because you will know either you're going to continue voting or you're going to not know who the next 2 day kills are going to be. All right, and then finally the werewolf team. So you have an unknown number of regular werewolves. You are going to have a dream wolf. I know Jugan doesn't like the way this is played, but this is how I'm going to play it. The dream wolf, you do not know you are the dream wolf. You will get a message that says you are a villager. The first werewolf that dies, I will then message you saying you are now a werewolf. So that means that the Lazy Seer is checking you and you still haven't turned into the wolf yet, you will be seen as a villager. You do not know who your werewolf partners are. You don't even know you're a werewolf. That's how it's going to get played. And then
Breathe, Jugan.
We are going to have a wolf cub. Wolf cub is anytime they get killed, there will be 2 more kills the next night from the werewolves. I think the last thing I'm just going to go over is the rabid wolf, because that is a possibility. So remember, if the curse turns, they become a rabid wolf. How the rabid wolf works is if they are killed during the day phase, whoever nominated them or seconded them will randomly become a werewolf. So because of that, I will try to make it very clear throughout the game that Jesse nominated, Alex seconded. I'm going to try and only say it one time. I'm not going to try and repeat myself. I'm also, every time a werewolf is killed, going to say, everyone stay awake. I might have to send a message, especially with the dream wolf in the game too. I might have to send a message to somebody. I know, I don't care. This is how I want to play it. I know it thematically doesn't make sense, but it's more mystery that I like in this game.
You gave me hope, Connor, when you say you're correcting the tough guy. And then you go break it again.
All right, we all ready? All right, let's start off. Everybody go to sleep. Let me get my bodyguard. Bodyguard, please wake up. Just need to know who you are. Thank you. Bodyguard, go to sleep. Let me get my werewolves. Werewolves, please wake up. That's how many you should see. Wave your hand so you can all see each other. Okay, werewolves go to sleep. Let me get my wild child. Wild child, please wake up. Give me a name of this person. So if this person dies at any point in the game, you will automatically become a werewolf. Thank you. I'll go to sleep. Let me get my Lazy Seer. Lazy Seer, please wake up. So give me a name of somebody. I will give the information on this person the next day. Remember, they will be whatever role they are currently this day. You see them. All right, thank you. Let me get let me get my martyr wake up. Martyr wake up. Acting tonight just to see who you are. Thank you. And finally, let me get Dr. Jekyll / Mr. Hyde. So remember, if you want to be Dr. Jekyll, just give me a name. After 2 days of writing a name, I'll give you information. If you want to drink a potion, just tell me potion. I will let you act tonight. So I would assume you would want to research somebody. All right, thank you. Go to sleep. And everybody can wake up. And we are going to do a 3 nomination day. Again, because of potential Rabid Wolf in the game, you cannot second yourself. I'm going to try to make it very clear of this person nominated, this person seconded. I'm not a big timer person, but I will kind of rush you through the days if I feel like they're going a little longer than needed. The day is yours.
2 moderator questions, Connor. First, does the bodyguard protect for the curse from being turned?
Yep.
And second is, Martyr does not protect from curse turned.
Yes, because the martyr will be the person that dies, so they would.
Okay.
I nominate Nick.
Alex.
Nick has been nominated.
Should we kill Alex now? I didn't want to do it, but we could.
I think it would be for the best.
I would just say everyone agree, like if he says like, oh, Nick's a werewolf or Mara's a werewolf or Kathy's a werewolf, it's not true, and don't believe it and don't be deceived by
Unless
I
you're
say that Jesse's a werewolf, that's
then
true.
you
Is that
can
what you're
believe
saying?
it. Yes. You,
No,
you say,
unless
I'm
Jesse's a
werewolf,
werewolf,
and you
just
say
called
Chris
out
is a
all his wolf
werewolf, and
friends.
Dugan's a werewolf. That's fine.
So that nomination is invalid.
I don't know. Maybe if I die first, then I can like have some more YouTube fame, right? Like comes back after a year and a half off and he's gone.
You have to be like the sole victor in the end, like final 3.
So I wouldn't normally do this in such a big game, but since I have the Ivory Tower, I'm just gonna come out with my roll right away. So I'm the seer. I checked Lucas. I got a thumbs up. So
No.
it's a werewolf.
Definitely not the seer. That's good to know.
Definitely not. Yeah, considering there's a lazy seer.
Garth,
Okay, so
Got a
are you
nomination
calling me
from
lazy,
Graham?
Brandon?
There's a lazy. It's a lazy.
It's Lazy Seer.
It's a lazy seer.
Oh, Connor messed up. He
Yeah.
gave me a thumb up right away.
Connor, it's not.
Okay. So here's the thing. Do we believe? I believe we have either 2 or 3 starting werewolves
Maybe more like
based
5 or
on
4.
Oh,
based
more
on
than
the
that.
count. Wait a minute. This is why. This is why. So a dream wolf is going to become a third wolf. The wild child is going to activate a wolf if a person dies. So that would make 4.
And
The
a
curse can
curse.
turn into a rabbit wolf. So that would make 5. And then the rabbit wolf could turn somebody. That would make 6. So if we have more than 2 starting off, then we could potentially have 7.
That
Wolves
sounds
that
great.
won't
It's also a Connor game, so I predict probably like a 4 starting wolves.
I'm pretty sure the curse turning into Rabbit Wolf did not make him consider about balance. He's like, oh, if werewolves find the curse, then good job for them.
I mean, he put it in because he initially brought the roll to light. So
Yeah,
I
I've been
don't-
out of this game for a while.
I think
That's your-
Connor
that's
would.
your
I
thought,
think Connor would still consider balance. I think we starting off with 2.
Well, we
No, I
can't
think
kill.
it's
We can't kill today because
Way
the
more than
wild
2,
child
bro.
could turn.
If you're trying to say something, I think you're muted. You've been putting your hand up, but I think you're muted if you're trying to say something, Kathy.
Oh. No, I think there's 3. I don't think 4, but I think 3.
Okay, yeah.
I would like to say that given the role list, I think it's not a very good move to say in your defense that I'm just a plain villager, because plain villagers are going to be hunted for at night potentially with the ×2 multiplication factor of the curse. So
especially if Lucy's on.
I feel much more inclined to vote down someone who says they're a plain villager in this game,
Yeah.
personally at least.
The curse doesn't know in this game, or do they
don't know.
I
Okay.
don't.
They don't know.
So Alex,
And
should we pick-
it could be multiple lichens too. I
Yeah,
forgot.
I was just gonna ask that, Connor. You said there's an unknown number of
Yes.
lichens.
Correct.
Probably
could be
like
more than
30.
one.
Like, can it be only attached to plain villagers, Connor?
Everyone
Yeah,
shows up as a
Lycan and
werewolf.
Curse would only be for plain villagers.
Okay.
So, Alex, who did you pick as your mentor or whatever?
What? The who? What?
Well, I don't remember the wording, but since you're the wild child, who did you pick that has to die?
Clearly, it was Nick because you tried to nominate and kill him.
If he were to pick a mentor, it'd probably be Joseph, because I know that
We should not
look
kill
up to
Julian for
Joseph.
the whole game. I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna trust Julian 100%.
What? Based on what?
Because if he dies, Alex will turn into a werewolf.
He did not choose me, Joseph.
Totally.
Joseph. He clearly picked Nick. That's right. He was trying to nominate.
I feel like the one thing that Connor probably made for sure is he made Jugan the what's that one?
Dreamwolf.
Dreamwolf. Yeah.
I'll be so mad.
Jugan hates being turned mid-game.
Listen, the one time I was the Dream Wolf, I killed effectively. I was doing really well. Killed the wolf. Next thing I know, I wake up. I'm like, and I'm like pretty much the only wolf left at that. I was like, what the heck?
I nominate Mara.
Second.
Graham nominates Mara. Lucas seconds. This is the first nomination of the day. I'm going to meet you all. And then Mara, this is your defense.
I don't know what to say. I just know that I'm not evil, but I don't think it's the right time to say who I am yet. And this time I think I understood the rules of the game, so I'm not gonna, if I ask a question, it's genuine. I don't know what else to say. I'm not a wolf.
All right, let me look at my numbers here. I think 18 players, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so 18 players are in the game. We're going to vote. This is the first nomination for Mara. We're going to vote in 3, 2, 1, vote. Mara, you do get to vote, just so you know.
You can vote for yourself. If like thumbs up for yourself if you want us to
All
stay
right,
alive.
so that is only 2 votes down. That is not enough to kill, and that was your first nomination of the day.
Just curious, do you have anyone that you think is suspicious at all?
Mara, the question is to you.
Sorry. Putting you back on the hot seat.
No idea, yeah.
Listen, Jesse, I know this is a lot bigger game than our normal games. You got to actually call out a name who you're talking to.
I'm sorry.
Simon nominates Brandon.
Simon just wants to die so he gets negative points.
Simon is nominating Brandon. Is there a second for that?
Oh no, his speech was really dodgy. Come on, back me up somebody.
No,
I
you
think the
just
first-
want to kill.
But the first person who dies gets points, Lucas. So
Yeah, but he wants to nominate villagers before that and get them
All right,
killed.
I'm taking that nomination away.
I want to hear from Brian before I nominate him. I don't want to waste a nomination on Brian, but I want to hear from him.
All right, bye.
I nominate.
All right, Jugan. All right, cool. If you're sus with me, that's cool. Just give me 2 days, okay? If I don't get a wolf in 2 days, give me 4 days, 4 more days, and then come back to
I will say
That's a new one. That's a new one. Nice.
I'm up for that.
I feel like it's pretty hard. It's got to be pretty hard to be evil while you're sideways, right? Like, come on. How many people are evil when they're sideways?
Maybe he's
in bed. He plays werewolf in bed every time I played with him.
like the grandma in Little Red Riding Hood.
Yeah, I mean, I would be sitting or standing up, but my back hurts when I was carrying the team. So.
Luciana before Brian gets himself killed.
I will say I'm not.
I'll
gonna...
second it.
Okay.
Second what?
Jesse nominated Luciana. Brandon seconded. This is the second nomination of the day. I'm going to meet you all. And then Luciana, this is your defense.
I think we should either kill Alex or Joseph. That's it. You're not getting more. It's as bad as usual.
All right, so this is the second vote of the day. This is for Luciana. I'm going to vote in 3, 2, 1, vote. It's only 5 votes down. That is not enough to kill, and that was your second vote of the day.
Can we remember that tomorrow, because I don't think Luciana said that to the village. I think she said that to the werewolves. I think we should kill
No,
Alex.
I said it to the village.
I don't
You
think
can
so, Luciana.
you can believe whatever you want.
It sounded like you said it to the werewolf.
If you want to nominate one
If
of
you
them,
want to, believe that, go ahead.
Well, if she did say it to the werewolves, you have an
telling
ivory tower, so that's good.
Not village.
Yeah, that would
so
be
don't-
very stupid, but I don't think of that because I'm a villager.
So basically, all she's saying is let's kill Alex today. That's what she's saying.
Yeah, that's what she's saying.
Yeah, let's kill him so he doesn't nominate players we haven't seen in a while.
Before we go on to voting and stuff, I kind of want to say I'm not going to say 100% like Joseph Joseph said he was about Jugan, but from Brandon's logic, I'm pretty trusting of Brandon in that spot.
Yes, I also trust Brandon.
Yeah,
That's my thoughts.
and Jesse. I trust Jesse.
Oh.
Yes, it's
You
been
trust
what
her
I'm
so
saying
much
is-
already.
I trust Jesse more than Brandon.
What?
So Jesse's evil. Got it.
So Jesse's gonna die now.
Jesse, what have you done?
I don't know. I don't like being so trusted.
He seems very relaxed. I think he's I don't know. I could be wrong, but he's.
We
very
don't have
relaxed.
Brother
He
Scrim,
seems
so it's
good.
not Lucy and Chris saying, let's check Jesse.
No.
Well, it's actually weird that we don't have that in the Connor game.
That's true.
Maybe we have secret Brother Scrim.
I
nobody
mean,
knows about
the
them.
safest kill would be Lucas. You know, give everybody a chance to catch up on points.
I'm a villager.
I think you
don't
should
like
nominate
killing
me.
people for that reason.
It was a
think
joke.
What do you think? You haven't really spoken yet. Sorry.
Who did you say, Jesse?
Harvey? Well, Jerry, you haven't really said much, or Davey. Now that I look down there,
I think
in that
Davey,
corner.
yeah, I was actually going to ask that. I spoke a little bit.
Did you? What did you say?
I said I will vote down.
Oh
who
yeah,
will
the
come out as
villager thing.
villagers.
Yeah, she did say that. Okay.
There's a lot of
I'll nominate
crosstalk.
Davey. I'll nominate Davey.
Can we just
I
hear
have-
He
from
has an ivory tower. He has an ivory
Yeah, I
tower.
know.
Alright,
That's
Joseph
fine.
nominated
That's
Davey. Alex seconded.
Okay.
This is your third
Oh.
nomination of the day.
I didn't
Just a
wanna kill him.
reminder,
Super good
he does
strategy.
have an ivory tower, but we are going to go through with this nomination. So I'm gonna
Can I
mute you.
ask what is an ivory tower?
Yeah, ivory tower. So the way we've been playing these cup games, Nick, is people that die in the very first turn in one of the games gets an ivory tower for the next game they play in, which just means they can't die on the first day
And
All
night.
night.
or night.
And night.
So,
It just shows how popular we were in the previous games. Those of us who have them.
all right. So I am going to meet you all. This is the third nomination. No matter what happens, well, we know what's going to happen. Davey's not going to die, but your votes we'll still go through, and then we'll go to sleep.
I think that was a waste of a nomination. I was trying to jump in at the beginning, but then everyone was talking, and I was like, I'll just wait until later. But I was going to add to Lucas's point when he asked about the martyr. So if the martyr, if you choose not to die, but name was held up and that person didn't die, they have to be a werewolf because you wouldn't see a name from the bodyguard. If the bodyguard protected, so if you're a martyr and you don't die, no one dies, then know that that's a curse has been turned. I voted down on Luciana. She didn't give a defense, and I was looking at her. She's been kind of sus for me. Not that she did anything. I trust Kathy at the moment, and I believed Mara. So I liked her defense. And then I don't trust Jesse like other people seem to. I don't distrust him either, but I don't know where all that came from. And I think those are my only thoughts on people. I don't really have a thought about Brandon. I know people are divided on him. Jerry has been taking notes, but I know she does the good and bad. And I haven't heard from her, but you hadn't heard from me either, so I can't call that suspicious. And those are all my thoughts. You can vote down all you want. Remember, I have an ivory tower, and this was a waste.
All right, so this is the third vote of the day. This is for Davey. We're going to vote in 3, 2, 1, vote. Only 3 votes down, which doesn't kill. And in a normal, if this was a normal third nomination, remember, I would be either potentially sending messages or not sending messages if we do end up killing just because of the Dream Wolf and potential Rabbit Wolf. All right? All right, Davey, if you could just mute yourself since everyone else is muted. And you all can go to sleep. All right, let's start off with the bodyguard. Bodyguard, please wake up. Who would you like to protect? Remember, you cannot protect the same person in back-to-back nights. You can protect yourself if you need to. Okay, thank you. Go to sleep. Let me get my werewolves. Werewolves, please wake up. Who would you like to kill? Okay, thank you. Werewolves go to sleep. Let me get my Lazy Seer. Lazy Seer, please wake up. So let me give you the information on a perfect person from the previous night. If you want to give me a name. All right, thank you. Lazy Seer, please go to sleep. Let me get Dr. Jekyll / Mr. Hyde, please wake up. If you want to research, give me a name. If you want to drink a potion, give me a potion. All right, thank you. Go to sleep. And then finally, let me get my martyr. Please wake up. This is the person who is going to die tonight. If you want to use your ability, just say yes, not say no. All right, thank you. Go to sleep. And everybody can wake up. All right, and there was a death last night. Alex, you are dead, and Alex was on the village team. The day is yours.
Here's Werewolf.
I think they sniffed out what he was doing, because I was thinking if he has a role, then he might do this on purpose to seem extra suspicious, so he wouldn't get killed at night.
Or
or he is a wolf, but he died at night, so he's not a wolf.
No, or people who killed him wanted to get him out of here. A bunch of people said they wanted to get him out of here.
We love you, Alex.
I almost feel inside.
That's Jesse, and who else? Jesse?
I think Luciana said his
who's
name.
the we? Who's the we, Jesse?
Yeah. So Jesse, Lucy,
Luciana
and who
said
else?
it too.
You said we love you, Alex. So who's the we?
That's what you meant.
Yes.
Do you think I would just announce a death?
Why not?
Why not?
Can I have a moderator question?
Oh.
Yep, go ahead.
If the bodyguard protects the martyr and the martyr chooses to die in place of someone, will they survive?
No, the bodyguard only protects against werewolf attacks.
All right.
Alex could have been a martyr, actually. We're all made.
That's possible.
No, there's no way. There's no way.
He could be the Dream Wolf.
You think Alex?
I
would have
still think
taken
he was a
over-
flower
taken-
child.
Taking the death for someone the first
Well,
time.
you know, if
Not this
Davey was
early.
being targeted, you might want to protect Davey. You know?
Oh, because right, even though he has an ivory tower.
Yeah, yeah.
I will say it does make me a little less suspicious of Joseph more suspicious of Joseph because he knew I had an ivory tower, so he wasn't trying to kill someone. Although I kind of wish we would have.
Do you have someone in mind, Davey?
No, but I'd like to hear from Jerry.
Yes, I agree.
Well, I was actually about to say the fact that it was everyone got reminded that Davey had an ivory tower. I think it would have been a lot more telling on the down votes if people hadn't been reminded of that ivory tower vote, because there's only 2 people voted down on him. But if it hadn't been brought up, other people might have voted down and be a bit more telling. As far as I'm thinking, based on what Davey said yesterday, I definitely trust Davey. I'm trying to listen to myself more on who I feel is bad, so I'm still sort of formulating those feelings at the moment. But at the moment, no one's really coming out as sus. But that's what I'm thinking on the good list.
Are you listening to yourself, Jerry?
As in, No, my problem is, it's like I have feelings of like someone's bad in games, and I go, "Oh, I wish I should have spoken up," because I came to the end of the games, and I'm like, "Oh, I knew that person was bad. I didn't go and speak up about them." So it's like I'm just trying to like listen to on, actually just go more, to quote Chris, gut feelings.
That actually saved you now from a nomination, Jerry.
Lucas,
I
are
was
you
about
willing to say why you voted down on Davy? I mean, we all knew it wasn't going to do anything, but you just wanted to express your opinion of him being guilty, or was
No,
there?
I just wanted to say what the stupid nomination we had on day one.
Look,
I
in
voted
one of the
down on
Cups
Davy,
games,
Barbie, I
one
don't
of
know
the
if
Cups
that-
games, we did this, and the village won. So
I'm not that mad about it because I was going to. I mean, I guess it would have been good to get a third defense on someone who felt like
Where it
they
actually
were in
mattered.
danger. But
Promise, there hasn't been really that
I
much coming out.
also was thinking it wouldn't be the worst if someone we didn't kill on day one with this rule set. So
that's my thinking.
I do think Davey gave us a lot of good information too, though. Like I feel like what he said in his defense had a lot of good info and tidbits in it. So it wasn't like a complete waste.
And he got to talk without being, trying to talk over people.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
That was my feeling. Like I wanted to give David the floor.
You're so kind, Joseph.
Damn. So, is the meta still that a lot of people don't like to kill on the first day? Oh, I wish that had changed.
The
by
only
now.
one who really likes to kill on the first day is Chris R. She's like
Wow.
very bloodthirsty.
I'm in that camp. I think the werewolves get to kill every night. You might as well, you should take every
Hot shot them.
opportunity you can.
Graham is very.
I agree, but
I would say Graham is.
I would like to nominate Julian.
All right, Fiona nominated Dugan. Is there a second for that?
I second.
Lucas seconds. So this is the first nomination of the day. I'm going to mute you all. And then Jugan, this is your defense.
I'm very upset because I've always wanted to be the Jekyll and the Hyde, and I've never got to be one. I still haven't got to be one in this game. But Village should not kill me because I got the one role that prevents me from getting an Ivory Tower for the next game, which is the tough guy. So you should save for the wolves to target me at night. Please do not kill me. And let's go after. I want to hear from Graham because other than him nominating, he has not said a word. I am good.
Yep, rules question, Graham. Go ahead.
Does the tough guy know they're the tough guy?
Yes, they just won't know if they end up losing or got targeted the night before.
Great, thank you.
All right, we are going to vote for Jugan. We're going to vote in 3, 2, 1, vote. Only 2 votes down. That is not enough to kill. That was your first nomination of the day.
Jeff, please don't wait till the end of the game to counterclaim Jugan this time.
I'll find my ID card if that helps.
For your downvote, not believing his role claim, or?
No, I don't think it was a good defense. He might be a tough guy, but it wasn't a good defense.
I do agree with wanting to hear from Graham. though. I was actually gonna ask about him.
Lucy, did you think you had a good defense when you did your defense?
No, but I know my defenses are awful, no matter what I am.
You've given good ones
expect
before.
too much. Yeah, when I'm under stress, but
You're
when I'm just
stress-free.
no, I'm really not.
I will say this to whoever the bodyguard is: don't bother protecting me if you have a better choice. If you don't have a better choice, then sure. But either way, I like to hear from Graham. He's still not unmuted, so I'll nominate Graham.
I'll second.
All right, I got Jugan nominated and Brandon seconded. This is the second nomination of the day. This is for Graham. Meet you all. And Graham, you can give your defense.
I hope Jugan and Brandon are happy. They were super eager to hear from me. Hi, guys. Barbie won't love my defense for 2 reasons. 1, because I'm going to say I'm a plain villager, and 2, because I'm going to say she's my top suspicion.
All right, this is the second vote of the day. This is for Graham. Going to vote in 3, 2, 1, vote. It has 6 votes down. That is not enough to kill, and that was your second vote of the day.
So is there anyone you really think I should check tonight?
I don't
Who are
think
you
it's a good
asking,
idea
Jesse?
to ask because then the werewolves might target that person.
That'd be great.
Maybe
So-
yourself. Jesse.
Yeah, I was about to say yourself.
You can't check
Jesse,
yourself. I
Jesse,
already
isn't that
know
the
I'm
whole
a-
point though? If you're suspicious of someone and they end up dead, that's better than waiting 2 nights to find out if they're good or bad. So I want to find out if Jesse's good or bad. I think the seer should check
Okay.
Jesse.
Yeah, because I checked Jugan at 0 and he's good.
I do think I just want to say I like that my 2 highest suspicions are suspicious of each other, which is Barbie and Graham. I'm very suspicious
I'm not
of.
suspicious of Graham, actually. I think he's still good, but
Oh,
I think it
sorry.
might not
He's
stay that
suspicious
way,
of
and
you.
so that's why I voted down. I'm fully prepared to expect that.
Like I have no reason not to trust Jugan now, which is why I voted down on Graham. But like I trust him now because I feel like if they're the actual tough guy was not Jugan, they should be speaking up as soon as it's not a big enough role that you wouldn't risk being targeted to potentially get out a werewolf that's lying. So in my opinion, he is the tough guy and he's a good guy. And I think it was Graham that said that wasn't a good defense. I could be wrong on that, but
Oh, it was Luciana.
seems like it was Luciana. Okay, good.
I nominate Luciana. I think
Don't nominate Luciana.
Simon, what do you? We have time. We can talk a little more. Simon, without nominating you, do you have anything new to add today? Are you still suspicious of Brandon?
Yeah, and if we're going after villagers, I guess. No, what I mean by plain villagers. People are saying plain villagers. Then I think not Joe's. Lucas said he was a villager. Like I'd be happy killing him. I'm always
Of course.
Okay.
Doesn't seem related to the game.
I don't trust Simon anymore. He lost his crown.
Are you keeping track for the night, Simon? Like who you're going to suggest tonight?
Well, no, I'm doing the suggesting. I'm saying who to do. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
So I'm interested in hearing what Barbie and Chris think of each other and what Lucy and Lucas think of each other.
Chris, when did we create this meta that the two of
I
us
have
are
no
asked
idea.
about each other? How does this happen?
I
Is
don't
this
know.
because we had the same accent,
you
or?
No.
I have no opinion of Lucas, but I would like to say that he can be very tricky, so don't trust him.
We know that.
Hey, I wanted to kill him day one,
Barbie and
so
Lucy. Barbie and Lucy are my top 2 suspicions.
I have a.
Can I nominate Joseph? 'Cause I don't want
Kathy,
to-
wait.
I'll second
Kathy
Joseph.
raised. Guys, Kathy raised her hand.
So Luciana
No,
nominated
I
Joseph.
didn't say I nominate.
You can reject.
Oh
this.
yeah, she says she can't.
Don't nominate me.
Let Kathy talk, please.
Yeah, I didn't nominate.
So I was just going to say, I'm rethinking my thoughts on Graham. Not that he necessarily isn't a villager, but he says he's just a villager. So he's either a werewolf trying to hide as a plain villager, or he's somebody who could potentially turn. So maybe we should vote out somebody who is a plain villager. I don't know.
I'll nominate
Sure, but
Graham.
it'd be better to vote out a wolf.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, yeah, it'd be better to
Nominated
vote a
Graham.
wolf.
Is there a second for Graham?
I'll second it.
Joseph second. So Jesse nominated Joseph second. This is the 3rd nomination of the day. Roll. And then Graham, this is your defense.
Who was the second nom? This is the 3rd?
This is the 3rd nomination.
Oh, well, kill me. It was a waste of everyone's time, but kill me. I'm good.
This is the 3rd nomination of the day. This is for Graham. We'll vote in 3, 2, 1, vote.
That was dumb.
That is 10 votes. That is enough to kill. And Graham, you are dead. And Graham was your scorned villager. So for the next 2 day kills, you guys will not know the role of the people you kill. All right, everybody go to sleep. All right, let's start off with the bodyguard. Bodyguard, please wake up. Who would you like to protect? We cannot protect the same person in back-to-back nights. Thank you. Go to sleep. And get my werewolves. Werewolves, please wake up. Who would you like to kill? Okay, thank you. Let's go to sleep. Let me get my Lazy Seer. Please wake up. Let me give you the information on the person you checked from the previous night. And who would you like to check? Okay, thank you. And go to sleep. Let me get Dr. Jekyll / Mr. Hyde. Please wake up. You want to research somebody, give me a name. If you want to drink a potion, give me potion. All right, thank you. Let's go to sleep. And finally, let me get my martyr. Martyr, please wake up. Here's who is going to die. If you want to save them, say yes. If not, say no. All right, please go to sleep. And everybody can wake up. And there was a death last night. Brian, you are dead. And Brian was on the village team.
I believe we would have extrapolated that, but with the scorned, you wouldn't.
Yeah, so the scorned during the day, you will not know. For these next 2 days, you will not know. So each of these days.
So you still tell us night kills?
Yes. Yep. Okay. Each of these next 2 day kills, I will, again, because you don't know if they're a villager or a wolf, I'm going to always assume that there could be a rabid wolf who just got killed. So each of these next 2 days, I will say, hey, I need to message, pretend, or actually be messaging somebody.
Is there a way for a werewolf to die at night?
No.
So Barbie,
Yeah,
we
so
have an issue.
What is the issue, Joseph?
If you eat people at night.
I definitely don't, but I also don't think you check people at night, Joseph, so what do you do?
You're saying you're like him, is that it?
I guess I'm a Lycan if you're actually the seer. That bit me in the ass not believing it with Simon, so who knows, maybe this is time 2 for me, but I'm definitely not someone who wakes up at night. I sleep very soundly.
Then you're a Lycan in this case, that's what I'm saying.
Then I guess you should probably kill me just to eliminate the risk. But I really want you to be the actual seer for that.
Joseph, why are you acting like a minion in this game?
I'm not a minion, I'm the seer. I said I came out day 1.
Who all did you check again?
I checked you again and Jim Barbie, and I checked someone else that I'm gonna get to know about tomorrow.
Okay, great.
Jeff,
Joseph,
what do you think
Who?
about
Jeff,
Joseph?
you.
Jeff, what do you think about the game?
I'm kind of stuck in the past. I'm just regretting that Graham didn't. I thought that they don't know that they're the scorned villager.
They don't.
Oh, okay, because that just sucks. I'm just sort of still stuck on that. But
who nominated and seconded him?
Jesse and Joseph.
Jesse, but I was gonna ask Jesse that. Like, it seemed like it was pretty quick. Like we still had some talking we could have been doing.
I think I'm gonna share some information because I just feel like it's good, even though it's not great information. I'm the actual seer, and there's a lot of heat on people who are good, who I got good checks on. So I didn't want one of them, Joseph and Luciana, who I know are both I got thumbs down on, are both good. So yeah, so I think it's good because I feel like there's good chances that those two were on a lot of chopping blocks. So I don't want us to kill. At least Joseph on night 0 was good, and Luciana on night 1 was good.
There's been like.
I'm gonna trust Luciana from now on, but I don't know. So we have 2 seers in this game.
Yeah, I guess so. That's weird.
Okay.
I would like to just say one small thing, if I may, because the fact that Alex died, and I was sitting there at night and I was thinking Alex is either a roll or a wolf who is like a cub or a hunter or something like that, because like he's like wants to be suspicious to people by doing what he did, and I think the person who decided to kill him, the wolf who held up the name, is the person that has played with him enough to know he sometimes intentionally makes himself suspicious when he has a good roll. I might be wrong on that, but
He's
that
also
was
Alex.
It's also
You just
Alex.
kind of described yourself
yeah,
there,
but like
Barbie.
I feel like that's a thing I thought, and I don't play with Alex that much, and still that's what I thought at night going over what happened during the day.
So
And
who
if
in
I
here?
think that way, then I think that someone in the group who is like maybe a regular player would be the one to hold up his name and say that. I think
I
because
still think
everyone
he
else
was a
would think he's suspicious. You know.
I still think he was the flower child, and he had named
Luciana
Nick.
tried to say something.
Oh, no, I was asking Barbie, who is that someone for you?
Well, I was going to say, like, I don't think I have a specific person in mind, but I would like to definitely hear from Chris, because I wouldn't put it past her. I wouldn't have put it past Jesse, but Jesse just gave us a bunch of information. So I would kind of like to hear from regular.
But Barbie, you're a werewolf. Or a light.
I am absolutely not a werewolf.
Joseph, you can stop.
Can we hear
Yeah,
from
exactly.
Please, can we just talk?
I just want to back up a little bit here, because it's a little confusing, because Joseph says they're the seer, and then after that Jesse says they're the seer and Joseph was good. So to me that's a little odd. Like, so if there's only one seer right now, right? Like there might be an apprentice one might be in the game.
It's really,
just us this lady.
it's probably
Joseph
really
is like-
easy. Joseph is lying.
Yeah,
Okay.
he
Joseph
got the
was
seer
lying.
roll completely wrong from day zero.
I will just say too, I checked Joseph night 0, so it wasn't because he said he was a seer. It was just I checked him before the game.
Right,
began,
but
so.
But if you're, I'm just confused. Like, so Joseph is just doing that to take
To help,
stuff off
to
of.
take heat off me.
Lately.
Yeah, it can be helpful if the villagers, I mean, the werewolves would have killed him.
I nominate Quizar.
No.
We just want to hear.
We just hear
from
Brianna
we are
nominated
talking
Chris R.
way
and
too much
Jesse
about
seconded. This
Joseph.
is the first nomination of the day. And meet you all. And Chris, this is your defense.
Okay. I'm on the village team. At the beginning of the day, I would have said I'm suspicious of Luciana and Joseph, but well, that's off the table now because I trust Jesse. And I guess that means I have to trust Joseph and Luciana, which made me rethink. And I have a slight suspicion of Barbie, but it's not an intense suspicion, just a slight lingering thought that she might be bad. I feel like Graham was an easy downvote for wolves because I feel like people that know Graham know that it was an annoyed Graham. I'm a villager. Why did you nominate me? That's waste defense. So I feel like we should look to the downvotes there. At least the players that know him well, because I think it was a very villagery. Graham is annoyed defense. As I said, I trust Jesse. And by that, Joseph and Luciana. I trust Jürgen. I trusted Davy day one, not so sure anymore. Not sure about Lucas, not sure about Jeff. So those are the people I would look at. I don't have any thoughts on the other people. Please vote up. I'm on the village team.
All right, so this is the first vote of the day. This is for Chris R. We are down to 15 people now. I'm going to vote in 3, 2, 1, vote. So only 2 votes down. That is not enough to kill. And Mara, I just want to answer your question. Yeah, if there is the cursed player in the game, but they do not know they are cursed.
Sorry, also another one. When you were talking about the seer, is it also the normal seer that sees the person one day with a delay of 1 day?
Correct.
Okay, so then Joseph was clearly lying because on the first day he said that he had seen someone, but he hadn't.
Jerry, go ahead.
Yes.
So I actually think the opposite of what Chris just said about the Graham vote. Now, I know this is going to put me in the fire line because I voted up on him, but I really think we should be looking at the people who voted up on Graham. I mean, for me, I voted it because that is him just getting very frustrated and just like, yeah, whatever, I want out this game. But the fact is, who voted up on him? So Brian, Brandon, Chris R, and Barbie and me all voted up on him, and I'm actually suspicious. I'm thinking Brandon and Chris R, because of the fact that Chris just went and deflected onto, or wolves have been voted down, but they're going to vote up on Graham to go, oh, look, I voted up on villager, therefore I'm a villager. Trust me. And I think we should be looking at Brandon and Chris R. And the only reason I voted up on Chris R because I just wanted to get that point out before we did like another vote. And if that puts me in the crosshairs of the village, so be it. But
I voted up as well.
You vote, okay. But I was trying to get that point out before the nomination for Chris. So I think it's something we should definitely be looking at. And I'd actually really want to hear off those three.
I disagree. That's an easy vote down for the wolves because everybody knows
I think it's.
Regardless of votes, I retract my trust of Brandon. He
I
has
think
been
if
very
Brandon is a
silent.
wolf, Chris is not, because she called him out day one. She wouldn't do that as a wolf
Yeah,
pair. I
there's
mean,
so
maybe
many- But
she
I
evolves,
agree.
but
Can I nominate?
don't
Can I
think-
take the second nomination?
Before you do, I'm just gonna say one more thing today. So Bodyguard, you should protect Jesse. I'm fine dying since I'm not the real seer.
What?
Protect the real seer, Jesse.
Thank you,
That's
Joe.
all I'm gonna say.
I nominate Nick.
Ooh.
I second Nick.
Eugene is nominating Nick, and Lucas is seconding it. This is the second nomination of the day. Let me mute you all. And Nick, you can give your defense.
So I also think that since there's a bit of talk about Brandon there, I lessened on my trust of him just based off of after that long logical thing about how many werewolves there are. He hasn't said too much, and maybe that was just a ploy to kind of get a bunch of trust in the beginning with what he thinks of all this stuff. I still think that there's one bad between Barbie, Joseph, and Jesse. Somewhere in there, I feel like there's a werewolf. I don't know which one of those three, but I believe there is someone in there. Outside of that, I also think that there's one between Chris R and Brandon. I don't know who it is. That's my thoughts so far. I'm not a werewolf. That's what I'm thinking.
All right, this is the second vote of the day. This is for Nick. We are going to vote in 3, 2, 1, vote. It is 5 votes down. That is not enough to kill. So that was the second vote of the day.
Come on, he's clearly a wolf.
You should nominate Brandon.
Where's that coming
I'm a
from,
little
Jugan?
nervous.
What are
You
talking
just
about?
said 2 of the people that are cleared are bad.
Can we nominate
that is a-
just like that?
that
There's
is
not a
a-
timer in this game. There's no reason to just
No,
nominate
but
out of the blue,
Do you
please.
want
Here's
the
the-
wolves to nominate? Then
People say they want to hear from me, but apparently they don't. So
I agree with
Whatever.
Jugan. We should go after
Whatever.
Nick. I really didn't like his defense, and I'm surprised we had so many upvotes. I nominate
I
Nick.
wanted to ask.
I'll second Nick.
Lucas nominated Nick. Jugan seconded. This is the third and final vote of the day. I'm going to mute you all.
God.
All right, so Nick, this is the third and final defense.
I mean, kill me now, I guess, like last vote of the day. I still think there's something fishy going on there. Like, I don't know. People can get turned in this game. I don't know. I still think I just said there's one out of those 3. That's all I'm saying. Everything else that I said before still stands.
Okay, so this is the third and final vote for Nick. I'm going to vote in 3, 2, 1, vote. It is 10 votes down. That is enough to kill. Nick, you are dead, and Nick was on the werewolf team. But everyone stay awake. Oh,
We weren't supposed to know that.
Yeah, we weren't supposed to know that.
my fault, guys. My
Yep.
fault.
Oh yeah, totally Connor.
I'll just push it one more day.
Yes.
So,
Yeah,
sorry, that was
the
my
next 2
fault.
days.
But,
Yeah.
You just want to keep the mess up between the moderators keep consistent, right?
Yeah, exactly. All right. But
Adam,
again,
negative
stay awake,
10
'cause I might
points.
need to be messaging somebody. Could be actually messaging somebody. Could just be messing around. So everyone take a look at your messages. And everybody go to sleep. Sorry about that, guys. All right. Let's start off with the bodyguard. Bodyguard, please wake up. Who would you like to protect? Remember, you cannot protect the same person back-to-back nights. Okay, thank you. Bodyguard, go to sleep. Let me get my werewolves. Werewolves, please wake up. Would you like to kill? Thank you. Werewolves, go to sleep. Let me get my Lazy Seer. Lazy Seer, please wake up. Here's the information on the person from the previous night. Would you like to check? All right, thank you. Let me get Dr. Jekyll / Mr. Hyde, please wake up. If you want to research somebody, give me a name. If you want to drink one of your potions, just say potion. All right, thank you. Go to sleep. Martyr, Martyr, please wake up. This is who's going to die tonight. All right, thank you. Go to sleep. And everybody can wake up. And there was a death last night. Chris R., you are dead, and Chris on the village team. So yeah, the scorned will happen today and tomorrow if you guys kill those next 2 days.
Chris was probably the martyr, I bet.
Yes, I would agree.
Thank you if you saved
Thank
me.
you, Chris.
Because she was suspicious. I don't think the wolves would have.
I think you were protected anyway. Just
Also, thank you, Village, for downvoting Nick, because I was getting worried. I know Jugan and me's second nomination was very quick, but I was afraid that
he called out
Lucas. I didn't want to kill him because he came back playing like I didn't
Yeah,
wanna...
but he's a wolf.
Yeah, I know, but
he was I was
He'll stay
suspicious
free.
of him, and I voted down for him.
As soon as he said, as soon as the two clear people was bad, he defended them. I was like,
I wanted to hear if you trusted Jesse or not.
Well, the thing is, I knew he hopped on. It felt so much like he was hopping on me just because my name had been thrown out there so many times. It came off as very transparent. Go ahead.
Sadly, I don't have any.
Oh.
I knew I wasn't going to get it, but I didn't want to talk about it because it was for Brian and he was dead. So.
Okay.
What were you trying to say, Lucy?
Oh, if I'm the only one, still suspicious of Brandon.
I'm suspicious.
I will just say before we go too crazy, remember now Joseph and Luciana potentially could have been Dream Wolves. So definitely
that's true.
I don't want to focus on you guys for a long time, but if you guys are at the end or something
is it worth Dr. Jekyll coming out if they've had 3 or 4 nights of actual well 2 or 3 nights of actual true C information?
They would have maximum of 2 people. They checked, yeah.
And
if they didn't choose to defend themselves, or protect themselves.
So Simon, you are a frequent downvoter, but you decided to vote up for Nick on the 3rd nomination. Why?
I really didn't like when we just said let's not rush into it. You nominated really, really quick, and I might be like really, really paranoid, but basically, I think we were going to vote down on Brandon, and so as a wolf, it's easier to put another wolf who's more obvious as being a wolf up on the block and get them killed and then look good.
My thing about at first I thought maybe Lucas is throwing Nick under the bus, but technically he shouldn't even have been revealed as a werewolf, so there was no glory in that really for Lucas, so that makes me trust him more.
Which I found so problematic, so I was so glad that Connor forgot.
Lucas, may I suggest that today we don't nominate people hasty because we have a lot of time. So just chill and let's talk through things.
Lucas, I love how they're attacking you as my original nomination.
No,
but I did a quick third. No, it's fair.
Lucy's trying to talk.
I'm glad that the 3rd nomination was done by, well, I don't know, villagers, but I was scared that a wolf would get one in. So, and also, Brandon, you nominated for Nick, so it doesn't add up with what you just said about him.
What did you mean? What you mean I nominated for Nick?
You voted up for Nick.
I voted down on Nick both times.
Oh, sorry.
I really want to. I want to nominate. I want to get at some point fairly soon Brandon on nomination, but I also want to nominate Kathy at some point. I just the fact they were two people who voted up as well on Nick, so that's where I'm looking.
Oh, okay.
But I just want to have a bit more talk because obviously I don't.
I voted up on Graham. I voted up on Graham, Jerry, not Nick. I voted up on Graham.
But as what I said the other day, it's very easy for Wolf to have done that and actually hide and cover for that. So that's why I did originally.
I understand that, and that actually, and that puts you in my own personal trust bubble. But at the same time, you're wrong. I voted up on Graham because I believed him.
I was
Cassie. Yeah. Sorry.
I was going to say I really liked what you said, Jerry, and it convinced me that Chris was bad. And so I kind of felt like because Nick hasn't played in a while, he might not be following. I noticed he didn't say what he was, and so that made me suspicious. But I guess I wasn't as suspicious of him as I was of Chris. And it turns out Chris was good. But I was thinking with what your logic was that Chris could be bad.
I was very
because it would be a good place to hide.
I was very surprised with Chris's villager.
I thought her defense was good.
I thought Chris was fine.
Did someone just disappear?
Yeah,
Simon. I don't know if it's internet
or
what.
Yeah, he's not even in the call anymore.
Internet. Yeah, it's internet.
Who did Chris say? Because I know she said Jeff and Davey, I believe. I think
Jeff, Lucas, and Davey.
And Lucas
she
was
very
high,
suspicious
but
of
he's
me
low
as well.
now. So
hello to you, Jesse.
But she also said
I mean, that would be quite a move for him.
I wouldn't put it past him. I'm not.
I'll mute you all real quick and see what I can figure out about Simon. Do I let the game continue? You know, Adam and Jugan are going to love editing this part out. Simon said he's trying to get back on. All right, we'll give him a little bit. Yeah, if you have to use the bathroom, get something to eat, go do that right now.
Well, nice question from Jeff.
Jeff,
I guess I could have just asked it out loud.
I want some coffee, Jeff, if you can.
Yeah, check some my way.
I'm good, thanks.
So what's the newest hot game?
I'm playing House Flipper.
I played a cool game yesterday. It was called something Veil or Veiled Fate. It was called. It was pretty cool.
Is that a social deduction game?
It's like partially. It's like it's not really. It kind of is, but in a different kind of way.
More card play deduction, right?
Right. There's like a bunch of figures on a map, and you can move them, but you have one figure that you're trying to get to win. And everyone has like a different figure or like teams of two, and you don't even know who the other person is who has your color, and you're trying to give points to your guy and take points away from the other guy. Well, Andreas, you could stand in if you oh no, you've been watching the new faces.
So surprise, this is the adult version of this game. No one's going to be surprised.
I thought that was just like symbols or something.
It is, but you've got to like it's kind of like it runs a bit like Snap. So say you put down like a heart each, whatever the name on the card is, you've got to say a name of it. I'll try and pull out one that's not inappropriate for editing purposes. So
I don't think this part's gonna make the final cut, but I may be wrong.
Yeah, no. Simon's back. Simon's back.
Just to say, you played both of those two. The first person to say the opposite person's card would win it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but like I said, this is the adult version. There is a friendly version.
All right, Simon, we didn't continue when you dropped out, so I don't think there's been any nominations this day, correct? All right.
Nothing, yeah.
Day is yours again.
You're muted,
We were
Simon.
just celebrating you, Simon.
I was saying, Lucas, I'm not putting you on like my sus list. I'm just saying,
Thank you.
I don't want people to think like, oh, Lucas is cleared, because I don't think that he is.
I guess the most cleared people would be Jugan and myself, because Jugan can't become a Dream Wolf or a Cursed or anything like that.
Can one of the dead
Yeah.
people post invite to dead chat, because I posted the wrong one according to Graham.
The only thing I can become, Jesse, is a turn 1 from nominating a wolf. If that wolf is in the game.
But that's unlikely that Nick was cursed and became a rabid wolf, right? That's unlikely.
We haven't had a kill yet.
Yeah, it's impossible.
Yeah.
At this
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
Haven't not had someone die is what I meant to say.
So.
I mean,
And to ease your mind, I didn't get a message. I didn't turn. So.
We should let Jeff or Mara talk for a bit, maybe.
I'm on Jeff.
I was thinking the same about Mara, but yeah, I trust Jesse for sure. I believe his role. If he's alive 3 days from now, then I'm gonna have to reevaluate, but I'll probably be dead by then. So I trust Jerry. I thought Jerry was super helpful, and I liked how she rushed in to try to get some information and her thoughts out before, as we're so prone to do, jumping down these theories or whatever. So I totally saw that as authentic. So I trust Jerry. I trust that Joseph, and because I trust Jesse, I trust that Joseph and Luciana at least were good, and I think they probably still are. I know there's 23 different ways that roles can change in this game, and I'm on top of like 2 of them, but I am assuming, absent other information, that they're probably good. So that leaves everyone else. I had been trusting Barbie, probably still do. So, if I had a gun and had to shoot somebody, it would probably be Lucas, Davey, Simon, or Jugan, for lack of, well, maybe even Kathy. I guess she's on the side of my screen and I don't hear from her.
Oh, Jeff, I was trusting you till just then.
Well, I just don't. I mean, absent other information, if you're on the village team, I apologize. What's that?
Jugan claimed tough guy on day 1.
Yeah, but
no one counterclaimed it.
That's true. No one counterclaimed it. That's just it seemed like it, and we don't even know that that's in the game, right? I mean, or is it absolutely?
Yeah, we know it's in the game.
Oh, we know it's in the game. Okay.
My 2 cents is that Jugan is the tough guy and Jeff is the werewolf.
Yeah, I nominate Jeff.
Okay, Jugan nominates Jeff. I saw Luciana second it. So this is the
Sorry, I was muted.
day.
Sorry. Thank you.
I'll mute you all. So this is the first nomination of the day. Jeff, this is your defense.
So yeah, I'm not going to counterclaim Jugan's claim. For all I knew, that I didn't know that was for sure in the game. If he ends up being the tough guy, great, that's fine. As far as me, this is probably not a bad kill in the sense that I don't have a village role that I'm aware of. So, or an attribute that I'm aware of. So this maybe makes sense, but I am on the village team. And if you don't have concerns about Jugan, then the other 3 that I mentioned are still the ones that I'm concerned about. If I didn't list Mara in that, I meant to. Just again, it'd be very easy to, as a infrequent player, to kind of slide under the radar. And we're at the point of the game now where that kind of doesn't matter anymore, and you need to kill werewolves. And so, yeah, that's. I mean, I'm on the village team, and I'm never going to get a bodyguard protection, probably, and so maybe this is a good kill just to make sure that something bad doesn't happen.
All right, this is the first vote of the day. This is for Jeff. I think there are 13 of you now. Yes, 13 of you. All right, so we're going to vote in 3, 2, 1, vote. There's only 2 votes up, so that is enough to kill. And Jeff is dead, and I will not screw this up this time and tell you the team that he's on. So you'll have one more day of that. But again, stay awake because I might need to be messaging or pretending to be messaging somebody. All right, and everybody can check your messages. And everybody can go to sleep. Graham, your screen's on. Do you know that? It's all right. All right, sorry. And everyone can go to sleep. And let's start off with the bodyguard. Bodyguard, please wake up. Who would you like to protect? Remember, you can only protect the same person in back-to-back nights. But you can't protect the same person back-to-back nights. All right, thank you. Werewolves, please wake up. Who would you like to kill? Okay, thank you. Go to sleep. Get my Lazy Seer, please wake up. Here's the information on a person from the previous night. And then who would you like to check? All right, thank you. Go to sleep. Dr. Jekyll / Mr. Hyde, please wake up. If you want to research somebody, give me a name. If you want to drink a potion, just give me the word potion. All right, thank you. Go to sleep. Get my martyr. Martyr, please wake up. This is who's going to die tonight. If you want to use your ability, say yes. If not, say no. All right, thank you. And everybody can wake up. And there was a death last night. Luciana, you are dead. Luciana was on the village team. So this would be your last day. If you choose to kill, that you guys would have the scorned effect.
If the Dr. Jekyll has some useful information, I think they should come out.
You think the wolves are cursed hunting? Because Lucy is a weird kid.
Maybe.
She could be the scorned.
Or maybe
she was
she
targeted.
was the martyr.
I don't know.
Maybe she was the martyr.
Not me scorned. Yeah, martyr.
But she was a clear villager, Lucas. It's not a weird kill for the wolves.
Yeah, but I mean, Jesse
That's
would
true,
be
too.
obvious. I know the bodyguard would protect
No,
one
Jesse
day, but
protected. Yeah. So
Let's see what info you got. Any info?
I do.
Oh.
Okay.
Who's nervous?
I am.
I'm worried I'm a lichen again.
No, well, I got Simon is good actually. So
Oh, yeah, yeah,
another
you should be
I'm
nervous
keeping
about
in
that.
villagers. Yeah.
That's gonna be nervous.
Simon was on my list, both of
It
them.
was all
That's
these
what I
people
was
I'm
nervous
checking are
about.
on my list, and they're all
So-
good. So
Do you
my
really
rates
think
are
we have a
trash.
Jekyll and Hyde with a Seer too?
No, it's not possible.
since
roll
it's
check.
guaranteed,
Everything's
yeah.
guaranteed. So
Yeah.
How many wolves do you think we have left?
Well, we know the Dream Wolf's turned because of
Dream Wolf shot two.
Dream
yeah.
Wolf has turned, so at least 2. I
Someone
would
disappeared
think.
again.
Kathy, how many have we killed?
One
We've
that we
only
know
killed
of.
don't know
one.
if-
We've only
if
killed
Jeff-
one
Kathy,
knowingly.
Kathy,
We don't know
Kathy,
if Jeff.
Kathy. I was
You're
asking
asking
Kathy,
me?
Brandon. Yeah, how many werewolves have we killed?
I think one, maybe.
Davey,
Was that
that's not
Nick?
cool.
Well,
I should be
okay,
paying.
So I only said that because Kathy, now, after we killed Jeff, who I think was a werewolf, Kathy said that, which made me think that she was like, oh, we've killed 2 wolves. How many do we think we have left now?
But David,
why I
that's
was
like
No,
pretty mean
I'm
if you
trying
like
to.
try to use.
So I have a role. I am not a plain villager. I wouldn't have brought up that we want to kill plain villagers if I was a plain villager. I would have kept numb about. I am a villager. I have a role. I'm not going to say what I have, but I'm trying to narrow down. I think you're good, Davey, but I'm not 100%. But I think Jerry's good. I'm not good with. Don't necessarily take my reads, but I think Mara convinced me she was good at the beginning. Then we have Jugan's good. So, and Barbie one time gave me something that made me think she's good, but if Simon's good, I mean, if we narrow it down, I know you don't necessarily believe me, but I do have a role and I'm a good person. So I'm trying to figure out Lucas, I don't have a read on. He's been nominating fast.
I have a question.
Barbie, maybe,
Kathy,
yeah.
Do you have any useful information by now, or have you been drinking potions, or?
I'm not going to say, but
go ahead, Jesse.
I wonder if possibly Nick might have been just something to think about. I'm not so suspicious of Lucas either yet, but what if Nick might be the wolf cub, and that was a failed 2-kill night, and that's why? I mean, that's a potential thing, because I'm trying to think of a reason why Lucas would do that, and there's not really many. That's the only thing I can think of. But again, I'm more suspicious.
Again, Jesse, I was the one that nominated Nick first.
But I trust you, Jude.
Yeah, but
so
not the second time.
Yeah. So
because I couldn't nominate the third time.
Barbie and Brandon would be my top 3. Because I believe Jerry, just based on everything. Kathy is kind of in there too, but what she just said now seemed a little
I think I know what Kat is, and I think we should talk more about Kathy.
Yeah, sure.
I was starting to trust Barbie, but I feel like you really.
I will say this.
I'm gonna trust Kathy 100%.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say, I don't think it's. If she is what she is and she was drinking potions, she would have been nominated. And she hasn't been doing that. So
no, she's not that Jürgen. She's
No, I don't think that's.
I don't think she's bad at all.
So let me. So right now, Jürgen. I think Jürgen is good. I think Kat is good. I think Jesse is good. I am good.
Yes.
Simon
was just cleared.
And he was just cleared, so he.
So how many? Well, so we have Mara, Jerry.
He was good yesterday.
He was good yesterday.
Brandon, Lucas. If I had a hunter shot right now, I would shoot Lucas.
The second person. What's up with you guys? Me.
I think Lucas.
Okay.
I'm more of Brandon though.
It's a case of.
It's wrong, Jesse.
A lot of the villages on Brandon. The thing is, obviously, whoever we kill today, we're not going to find any information. So it's a case of.
No, it's the next two, Gary. It doesn't matter if we save it for tomorrow.
No. We had
said it ends today.
It ends today.
Oh, it's not today. It's not too.
Okay. It's next 2 kills. So if you decide to not kill today,
oh, damn! I can't imagine.
So Kathy
nominate Lucas.
Davey nominated Lucas.
I don't like it.
Seconds.
I like it
This is the first nomination of the day. I'm going to mute you all. And Lucas, this is your defense.
Okay, so I did a super quick third nomination on Nick. This was not to save my hide from whatever suspicion you guys had on me. It was because I heard his defense. I knew the village wanted to talk way more than this, and I suspected maybe some wolf would use this chaos then to do a third nomination, which gets seconded, and then we will miss killing Nick. That's why I did a quick third. I know I usually don't like to do this, but in this case, we were killing villagers. We haven't found a wolf. That's why I wanted to do it. And I trust Brandon. I would go for either Barbie or Mara today. Joseph seems to have survived quite long. I have no read on him, neither positive nor negative. I have no idea why he's still alive. Usually he wants to be killed by the village or by the wolves, but he survives. So I think he's good. And so one of Barbie and Mara is my suspicion. And then it's Jerry or Davey. I still think we have 2 wolves left.
All right, this is the first vote of the day. This is for Lucas. We are down to 11 of you. We're going to vote in 3, 2, 1, vote. Only 2 votes down. That is not enough to kill. And that was your first vote of the day.
Jesse, the betrayal.
I will say I started to think of a possibility.
Okay.
Davey,
go
have
ahead.
you been nominating a lot lately?
Me? No, that was my first nomination.
Oh, okay. Well, then
I
never
think
mind.
Lucas had a good defense, and I think what he said made sense.
Yeah,
I'm
it
gonna be-
logically made sense. It's
I'm
unfortunately
gonna
not very
be
correct.
more. I'm gonna be more on Brandon and Barbie now.
I'm
agree
kind of
that it
more on.
makes sense, but
I wonder why Lucas trusts Brandon.
Yeah, me too, actually. I was wondering that. Can you explain that, Lucas? Or
Well, he was very active the first day, then he got very silent the following 2 days, but then when we were talking, then he started to be in part of the talk again, so that's why I
because
trust him.
someone called him out for being quiet?
Yeah.
I want to know.
Yeah,
I think it might be Davey because of that quick second there.
He
nominated. I didn't.
He nominated.
Go ahead. Yeah.
He nominated.
Next.
I mean, I've
next
tried
reason.
to talk like several times, like throughout the rest of these games, but I've been interrupted like numerous times.
It's the same.
So then I just have to go right back into being silent because everybody's suspicious of me and throwing my name around. So I haven't had any real chance to like defend myself anyway. But you guys are completely wrong. So I just kind of can't wait for the result. I'm begging you to not kill me today and kill me tomorrow when we actually get the reveal again, and then kill me then. And then that'll be a lot more satisfying.
So Jesse, you were talking about the Wolf Cop. I don't think Nick was the Wolf Cop because then they would have targeted you and someone else and then go for you again. So
But the thing is, I could have been protected 2 ways potentially.
Oh, you think? But the Mate doesn't know that the bodyguard would protect you at one of the 2 nights. So it would be very fortunate for us.
The marker doesn't see a name if the bodyguard's protecting. Nobody's dying.
Oh, yeah.
I want to explain that in the beginning. Yeah.
Oh yeah, true. Sorry.
Brandon, who are you most suspicious of between Mara, Barbie, and Davey?
Mara for sure. I am nothing. That's who I am suspicious of. I'm sorry. Like I understand that she's a new. I understand she's a new player, but that's who I am suspicious of. I'm kind of neutral-ish on Davey and Barbie, but the thing is, the pool is narrow, so it's definitely highly likely one of them. But I don't suspect one more than the other. But I definitely suspect Mara. But the thing I'm trying to figure out is how can I be the wolf? Okay, remember, Graham was the scorned villager. Nick was not supposed to be revealed. I voted him down. What benefit would I get as a wolf from hiding, from voting on a wolf that's not supposed to be revealed?
The only
like
thing
it wouldn't do anything to make me look. It wouldn't do anything to make me look innocent if he's not going to get his reveal.
Well, if everyone votes down except for you and people are very convinced he probably was a wolf, then it might still bring some attention to
But you would never get the information on him, though.
Yeah, I mean.
Bobby, what do you think about Mara?
Honestly, I'm surprised how many people keep saying that. I mean, I get that there's very little people left, honestly, who I also, because I feel like so many people are cleared, or I feel like Jerry also, I feel like even though we know nothing technically about her, I feel like the way she's acting, she is very likely good. So also for me, the suspect pool is very limited. But to be honest, Mara is not the one that I have on top, but I find it sort of weird that her name keeps getting mentioned somehow. So I'm thinking maybe between Brandon and Mara, one of them is a wolf, but I don't know.
If it helps, I can say what I am now, I think.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'm a playing villager, and that's why I didn't want to say it the first time, because Barbie said don't say it, so I didn't
That's fair.
say it.
That's very fair of you, yes.
I do.
I also believe that.
I'm not
sure if it was something else, though.
Sorry, I don't know if it's the right time, but yeah. I'm also suspicious of Brandon just because we played before and he was much more vocal, much more present. But it could just be like I haven't played with him that much.
Time check, Connor.
There's no time.
There's no time.
There is
Oh,
no time
okay.
check.
But we should probably start nominating.
I'll nominate
person, yeah.
Davey.
I'll second Davey.
All right, Jesse nominated Davey. Jukin seconded.
I seconded.
Second vote.
Jerry seconded, yeah.
Jerry seconded.
Well, I think we both seconded pretty much same time, but.
Raw. And Davey, this is your defense. Second defense of the day.
Yep. The people that I trust are Simon, Jesse, Juke, and Kathy Joseph. The people that I don't know about are Barbie, Jerry, Mara, Brandon, Lucas. People were focused on Barbie earlier. I think Barbie's good rather than bad. So she's probably, of the ones that I don't know about, probably the one that I trust the most, which leaves Brandon, Lucas, Mara, and Jerry. So 2 of those 4. I'm the bodyguard, so please don't kill me. And I think I still don't quite trust Lucas. I think between Mara and Brandon, we should definitely kill one of them. And I don't have one over the other. I've never played with Mara. I haven't been super suspicious of Brandon, but the more that he talks, the more that I kind of go the other way. Yep, those are them.
All right, this is the second vote of the day. This is for Davey. I'm going to vote in 3, 2, 1, vote. Only 2 votes down. That is not enough to kill. That was a second vote.
Okay, so my plan is my plan has worked so good in this game. So first of all, as soon as I got the message from Connor saying bodyguard, my first decision was I have an ivory tower, so I'm gonna come out to Seer day 1. I can't be killed at night. Then I can protect myself the next night. I can't be killed that night. Then Jesse comes out. I protect Jesse, and then I protect myself last night again. And now Davey claimed it. I was just waiting for a werewolf to claim bodyguard. That was
1,000,000 points.
I nominate Davey.
I'll second.
I should get 1,000,000 points
Second.
from Adam. Yeah.
Okay, Lucas nominated Joseph. Jugan seconded.
No, not Joseph, Davey.
That's what I meant, Davey. Lucas nominated Davey. Jugan seconded. This is the third and final vote of the day. Let me mute you all. And Davey, you can give your defense.
That's okay. To my fellow werewolves, there's your bodyguard, Jesse. We're gonna get 2 kills tonight, so guys, don't worry. When there's 2 people that died, don't be like, "Oh no, what happened?" You don't have to worry. I will tell you, your martyr has not died, so someone can still take that if they want. But I think that Kathy is the Jekyll and Hyde or Jugan, because Jugan, when he came after, oh no, what's his name? That I'd never played with before. Nick. When he came after Nick super hard, then I was like, oh, you know what? I think he might be Jekyll and Hyde, so he could be. If not, then I think it's Kathy, and Jugan is telling the truth that he's the tough guy. That's probably more likely because nobody counterclaimed it. Jesse probably checked me last night, is my guess, so I think that we're okay there for now. And then now you know your bodyguard, so that plan worked. Check point for Davey. Adam, that should be a couple points, I think. And yeah, I think we're just fine because we have enough. We're gonna get 2 kills. It's just that person's got to carry there's one person that I think can carry it out to the end.
All right, this is the third and final vote for Davey. We're going to vote in 3, 2, 1, vote.
So rude.
1 vote up, Davey, you are dead. And again, everyone stay awake, just in case I have to message somebody. All right, everyone check your messages. And good night, everybody. All right, let me get my bodyguard. Bodyguard, please wake up. Who would you like to protect? And we cannot protect the same person back-to-back nights. All right, thank you. Bodyguard, go to sleep. Let me get my werewolves. Werewolves, please wake up. Who would you like to kill? All right, thank you. Werewolves go to sleep. Let me get my Lazy Seer. Lazy Seer, please wake up. Here's the information on the person from the previous night. Who would you like to check tonight? All right, thank you. Lazy Seer, please go to sleep. You got Dr. Jekyll / Mr. Hyde, please wake up. If you want to research somebody, give me a name. If you want to drink a potion, just give me the word potion. All right, thank you. Go to sleep. Martyr, please wake up. Here's who is going to die tonight. If you want to save them, say yes. If not, say no. All right, thank you. And go to sleep. Everybody can wake up. And there was a death last night. Jerry, you are dead, and Jerry on the village team. Your day continues.
They are definitely cursed hunting at this point in time. So I think.
Jerry was the martyr.
I don't think so.
What makes you say that? I don't
I
think
don't
the martyr would have
believe
waited this long.
Davey about
Yeah, me
that.
neither.
I don't believe him.
I also don't think he was a cop. I think he just wants us paranoid that someone turned.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. But like, why wouldn't they kill me now? Because this was their chance when I.
Because they're curse hunting.
They're hunting for a curse. I'm pretty sure that's just
dangerous though to keep.
What
What you're doing, Barbie?
What they have to?
Are you hunting for a curse?
No, but I mean, I understand that that's what you have to do at this point because at least that's the pattern. You know, the people that have died, Luciana, Jerry, that doesn't make any sense.
If Davey was can we hear Jesse's CEO information?
Brandon, what do you think it is?
Oh.
I have no clue.
Okay. It was Davey. He was right. That's son of a gun. But I do think it's Brandon.
Davey, Jesse?
I did. Yes, I did.
Oh, come on, Jesse. I'm keeping you alive and you're not, you know.
Yeah.
But if Davey wasn't the cop, who was then the cop?
Well, I mean, like, if he was the cub, that means we had 2 kills, and then Joseph was probably good on the protect, or I was targeted.
Or the Dr. Jekyll could have been targeted.
Oh yeah.
I think
the potion,
Alex.
potion.
I think Alex might very well have been Jekyll and Hyde.
I still think he was a flower child. I still think he was because nobody's counterclaimed it.
Well, I don't think the white child would ever come out.
No, that's true.
That's terrible.
Even then,
come on, he can do weird stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. He does
Flower
weird stuff.
child. What are you talking? There's a flower child.
Oh, wild child. I'm sorry.
Wild child.
Ah,
Okay.
never mind.
I would never come out as the white child. I either win as the villager or as a wolf.
I might come out as wild child if we were in near the end and it was like we get parity, but no,
It looked
otherwise
like
not.
swinging one way. Yeah.
Did someone just come out as wild child?
No.
Jugan thinks Alex was.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem. If somebody else was a wild child, I think they would have picked Mara, but Mara's a werewolf. So I think it would. In my mind, she's a werewolf. I think it would just end up being like a tit for tat. It's basically like a beta wolf, one werewolf for another. If a wild child was
Brandon,
still in the game.
let me just interrupt you real quick. Why would they pick the person that's most likely to stay alive along because they're a new player?
If they want to win with the village.
Right. Nobody in here is that like that. Everyone who gets
Not nobody is like that. You can't speak for everybody like that.
I know.
I was thinking.
I know.
I had my wild child pick locked and ready, and it was Kathy because I was like, Kathy will make it far, and she's still here. So.
Don't do that, Jesse. I don't trust.
There are people in here who would come out as cursed day one and say, "I'm the cursed. I want to witness the villager."
Yeah,
I don't have that high thoughts about this group as you have, Lucas.
So instead of talking about who the wild child may be, should we talk about who could the werewolf be? Because I think we have
Brandon
it quite narrowed down. As long as the cursed hasn't turned yet, I think we have a chance. But
I'd rather go.
Y'all have enough. Look, you guys
Brandon
have
has
enough.
to be a werewolf.
You guys have enough. So nominate me and vote me out right now, so we can get it over with.
Okay, I
And you
nominate
guys
Brandon.
can find out you're wrong.
I'll
And
second.
do something different.
Jugan nominated and Joseph seconded. This is the first vote of the day. I'm going to mute you all. and then Brandon, you can give your defense.
So you guys are wrong and right. I was the Dream Wolf. So when all those accusations came or whatever, you guys were wrong. I was not a wolf. Everything I did was completely villagery. But I'm the last wolf left. I'm not getting all the way through all of y'all with no suspicion left. I'm done.
All right, so we're gonna vote for Brandon. We're gonna vote in 3, 2, 1, vote. That is enough to kill. And Brandon was on the werewolf team, and he was the last werewolf. So you guys have won the game.
I trusted you, Brandon, and people ask me why. I knew why. He was good.
All right,
that
let me,
was so irritating.
Brandon, you actually had I thought, a pretty good chance with what you have left in the game. But all right, we got, so Jugan was the tough guy from the beginning of the game, never got targeted. Jesse was your Lazy Seer. He checked Joseph, Luciana. He got them as cleared. They were always good the entire time. He checked Brian. Unfortunately, Brian died that night. Then he checked Simon, who you guys heard is cleared. And then he did check Davey the night Davey came out as a wolf. So that kind of stunk that it was like a wasted. And he was going to check Barbie the next night, which would have, Brandon, this is why I think you had a chance if you could have survived through the day. Barbie was your cursed. So if Jesse had cleared Barbie and then you picked Barbie, he would have gotten Barbie as good. Then she would have been bad. And not only would she have been bad, she would have been a rabid wolf who would have turned somebody else. So you have a very high chance, actually, if you could have just picked Barbie. Kathy was the diseased. She was not Dr. Jekyll Mr. Hyde, so that's why she wanted to come out. Lucas was Lycan, never got checked. That would have been interesting if you did, because he was getting down to the end there. Jerry was the village bum, which never happened because the werewolves killed her. Graham was the village scorn, which I did screw that one day up. Nick was just a regular werewolf. Brandon was a dream wolf, who was villager for a lot of the game until you guys killed Nick. Alex was your wild child from the very beginning of the game, who told you he picked Jugan, which was probably a good pick because I don't think he would have ever turned knowing that Jugan was the tough guy. Chris R was just a regular villager. Luciana was your martyr. That's why she died. She protected Jesse that night. Jeff was a regular werewolf from the beginning. Mara was a regular villager. Simon, regular villager. Davey was your wolf cub. And Brian was your Dr. Jekyll Mr. Hyde, who the only thing he got was that Alex was the wild child. So he could have told you guys that, so you wouldn't have had to worry about that. But he never got to drink potions or check anyone else. And that was the game.
I was the bodyguard as well. I protected Nick.
Oh, yeah, did I miss? I think I did miss. Yeah, Joseph was the bodyguard. He never successfully protected anyone until that last night. So
I did protect myself. Okay.
No, you protected Jesse.
Oh, yeah, the last night, yeah. And so, just to be, Lucy, that was great. So I protected Jesse, then you sacrificed yourself for Jesse, then I protected Jesse again.
Nice. Standing at the crossroads between a life